My question is simply, I'm visiting my brother, who's a student at Dartmouth. He got into a debate with one of his friends the other day. We all three agreed that more than anything else, we need a president right now who has private sector experience. And my brother took your side in saying that you had the best private sector experience. My brother's friend argued for Herman Cain, who's now having a little bit of a surge in the polls. I'm undecided, so I wanted to give you a chance to convince me your private sector experience is better than what Herman Cain offers.
You know, Herman Cain is a terrific guy, and give him a good look. I'm not going to try and convince you that my private sector experience is better than his. I'll tell you what I did, and then you can look at his background experience, and then you can make that decision. The key thing is that both Herman and I spent our careers in the private sector, and so I think that's one of the reasons both of us are doing pretty well in terms of public support, is because we have not spent our life entirely in politics. We do understand something about how the economy works, and by virtue of that, people are saying, you know, let's elect someone as president who actually knows something about the economy and about jobs and how we compete internationally. Now, my experience was this: I went, finished my education experience, went to work in a consulting firm, and I thought I didn't even know what a consulting firm was when I came out of college. But after I got my advanced degree, my master's degree, I understood what consulting is. What we do is that we would go to companies like Ford Motor Company, or like CVS, or Stop and Shop, or various, and we'd go in and provide advice to them on how to make them more successful. And I did that for about 10 years and worked myself up to be, at some point I became the head of that enterprise. It now has, I don't know, 25 offices around the world providing advice to people all over the world. I learned how you compete around the world in various industries that I consulted to. And then I got one of my clients said, you know, why don't you go out and put your money where your mouth is? Why don't you start your own business? And so I did that. Started a business from the ground zero, and that business, called Bain Capital, is one of the world's most successful in starting businesses and also in buying businesses in trouble, trying to make them better, make them more successful. I did that for about 15 years, and that business is one of the largest and most successful. And by the way, in my party, we celebrate success. We don't attack success, we celebrate it. And it's successful. And then after I'd done that, I got asked by the people in Utah if I'd go out there and take the reins of the Olympics because they were in trouble, and see if I could turn around those games. And we were able to do that because that's what I'd spent my life doing in the private sector. And then I got asked to come back by some folks to come back and run for governor of Massachusetts. And that was an interesting experience because I took private sector experience and applied it in government, and that worked. And I was able to find ways to use my skills in a public sector setting, and that's probably something that if I were Herman, I'd say I wish I had that too, because you don't want to necessarily learn that for the first time as the President of the United States. So we each have our own experiences. He's a great guy. Vote for either one of us and you'll be happy. Thank you.